Oh, well, my friends, my name is Pete, and this is my top 5 reasons why Roman Reigns sucks in the WWE. These are just my opinions. They're not necessarily facts unless you want to refer to them as so, but this is what they are, and this is what it is. All right, folks? So, let's get right into this list. Number 1, Roman Reigns has extremely poor mic skills, okay? The man started in 2010, and he just really has not improved all that much. Okay, finally, now WWE is starting to turn him heel, which is going to make things, I'd say, a little easier for him. But really, let's be real, it's not going to affect him all that much. Just whenever he cuts a promo, it's just either it doesn't make much sense or it just really isn't anything worth listening to. It's just really not that great. Let's be honest. Moving on to number 2 on our list here. He's got no charisma. He's got a very bland, personality. He doesn't really bring much to the table when it comes to charisma. I mean, I hate to bring him up, but like someone like, John Cena. John Cena is hated by so many people because the WWE pushed him so much and just shoved him down your throat for years. But the man can cut a promo. He knows how to speak. He knows how to get the crowd riled up. Like going back to what I was saying in number 1, like his mic skills and his lack of charisma definitely hurts his overall personality and character. Even in interviews and everything, he's just very dull and drab. He just doesn't shine, is really what it comes down to. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. So, moving on to number 3 on our list. Bam. Vince McMahon's golden poster boy due to his good looks and physique. This is kind of like what I was saying before about John Cena and why everyone hated John Cena for the longest time. Vince McMahon loves to shove people down your throat, and it's like, you have to like this person no matter what. Look at Roman Reigns. He's big and strong, and he looks cool. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. When I started getting back into wrestling again in 2014, and I saw Roman Reigns, I was like, oh shit, who's this cool-looking guy? Is he like someone important? Not going to lie. It opened my eyes a little bit, and I was like, oh man. But then when I heard him, talk, and I saw him wrestle, he was like a caveman. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I'm good with this Roman Reigns. But at first, I was a Roman Reigns fan, and I'm not embarrassed to admit to that. But yeah, so I'm going to move along here on our list to number 4. That's right. Number 4, the guy actually has poor wrestling skills and a very limited moveset, also like John Cena. Even though John Cena's a decent wrestler to a point, but he does have a very limited moveset, just like John Cena. Always uses the same 4 to 5 moves to win matches. What does he have? The Superman punch, a clothesline, the spear, maybe a drop kick every now and again. I mean, let's be honest. There's just really no... there's just really nothing that he brings to the table when it comes to his moves. They're so limited. Like, we all know how he's going to win the match. He'll do the Superman punch. You'll hear Michael call, Superman punch! The guy goes down, then he goes into the corner and gets ready for the spear. He spears the guy and then gets the 1, 2, 3 and wins. It's just like, you just know what he's going to do every single time. But let's be honest, we can't expect that much from WWE. And finally, number 5 on the list. He's overrated and pushed too early. He's just not ready to be in the spot that he's in. He just doesn't have the experience. And again, this goes back to what I was saying before with the fact that Vince McMahon has pushed Roman Reigns into the spotlight when he really wasn't ready to be there. Seth Rollins broke up the Shield, and then Seth Rollins, went with the Authority, and as much as the world hated Seth Rollins, we kind of needed Seth Rollins around because look how boring things are now. We don't have any superstars, and Roman Reigns can't pick up the slack, that's for sure, But, it is what it is. It is what it is, folks. Like, Roman Reigns, he's not, like he says, he's not a bad guy, but he's the guy. He's the guy because he's the champion. But you know what? who knows what's going to happen now, folks? You know, he's finally doing a heel turn. I don't know if he's going to join up with the Authority. It's really hard to say, but he's been pushed too early. Now everybody, for the most part, hates him. I mean, listen to the boos when he comes out. When he won the title, we all knew he was going to win the title at WrestleMania. He was booed so badly that WWE had to cut the audio and overlap his theme song over a fake audience of cheering. And then when he came out on Monday Night Raw the day after, it was just as bad. You know, so unfortunately, the only way to get Roman Reigns over with the crowd is to continue making him heel and making the crowd actually have reasons to really hate him, then eventually turn him face when, you know, the appropriate time comes, you know. But yeah, those are pretty much just my thoughts on it. If you're a fan of wrestling, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like button, and please subscribe. That's pretty much all I got to really say about that. So, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments section down below. And again, these are just opinions. You know, you got to understand. I'm a fan of. I was a fan of Roman Reigns, big time. You know, right when I got back to watching wrestling. But then, as I saw his progression, I started to like dislike his character more. You know what I mean? Like, as far as him as a person, I have no problem with him. You know. But it's kind of like how I felt about Daniel Bryan. Like, Daniel Bryan, I think, is a good guy in real life. I think he's a good wrestler. But I hated his fans. You know, like with the Yes movement and stuff. They're just so annoying. But anyway, those are my thoughts on what do you call it, on Roman Reigns. Tell me in the comments section what you guys think about him. Are you a fan of Roman Reigns? Yes or no, and say why. And if you're not a fan of Roman Reigns, tell me yes or why you're not a fan or why you are a fan. Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and that's basically it. So thanks for watching. Shout outs to King DTE, Montrell Thomas, Sean Carr, Kobe the Gamer, Slipknot 00010, and Colton Lindsay, and Alex Sid, and Timothy Birch, and all the crew. So anyway, guys, that is it for me. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Much obliged. Much appreciated. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Because if you don't have a fantastic day, well, what are you doing here? All right, I've talked long enough. See you in the next video. Subscribe.